There's been some criticisms of the Biden administration, of Congress, for focusing so much on Ukraine and Russia that perhaps not enough attention is being paid to the threat posed by China in terms of money or foreign policy. Do you agree with that criticism?
I think what I've heard that people criticize are ones who probably don't have a whole lot of national security and military operational background. So I can tell you for a fact that there's a lot of attention being paid to China, especially when it comes to Taiwan, because that's the wolf closest to the sled, if you will, over there in that part of the world. I'm on armed services as well as the Veterans Affairs and budget. But I can tell you for a fact that Congress, at least on the armed services committees, as well as others, and whether it's foreign affairs, intel, are paying very close attention to China. I can't speak for what the administration is doing, or even the State Department, but I can tell you what I see in my area of responsibility here.
In your area of responsibility, you've pushed recently to anti-influence bills. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, pure and simple. If you're a foreign government or an agent of a foreign government, number one, you have to register. You don't get special rules. There is no slick in the system. And so this is about accountability, that there is not malign influence being exercised, if you will, by other governments from other countries. Register, be honest, don't try to cheat the system, because we're going to find out, especially in this day and age of the way we can find out through the cyber world and other information sources.
The Biden administration shifted its stance recently on TickTock. Now they're going to back a bill that would give the government more room to regulate or even ban TickTock. Why do you think the momentum shifted? So Democrats seemed against that, and now, it seems like a more popular idea.
Well, the Democrats want to get elected and reelected in 2024. They'd love to. They want to, again, they will go after any issue that he thinks that'll get them votes. And you know what? There's some of that in the Republican Party too. Let's call it like we see it. But the Democrats have mastered that. They've taken it to PhD level operations.
What is it about the TikTok issue, though, that you think Democrats have recognized the popularity of potentially regulating it?
They look very closely at what's going to influence their well-being as a party. Right now, they are the party of spending. They are the party of truly excessive regulation, the party of excessively long COVID shutdown. They're the party of excess. And one of the things that the Republican Party is, but doesn't message very well, we are the party of let's be reasonable, let's secure our borders, let's make our citizens safe and secure, let's get our kids educated in a way that they think, not just react as being told what to do. The Democrats want you to think that they're going to make life easy for you and you don't have to do anything.
Are there, finally, any ways that you see Republicans and Democrats being able to work on measures to counter China? You see a lot of that bipartisanship that's rare on the China subcommittee. Are there things in the works?
Well, we're going to, and in fact, that's a great point, because Mike Gallagher, who's chairing the Select Committee on China, that committee and how he runs that and brings in the Democrats who are on the committee will go a long way towards setting the benchmark for working together when it comes to understanding what China's goals are. As Americans, we make three mistakes. We have for a long time. Number one, on the international stage, we think that other countries have the same values that we do. We think they have the same goals as we do. And number three, we think they like us. None of which are the case with China. The Chinese people, that's a different story. We're talking here the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. That's who runs the show in China. And if maybe we should give some of our folks who don't understand how it works, a year's opportunity to study in China and be one of their labor force.